Hi traders, in today's video I am going to explain all the new parameters of the Apex 3.0 version. As you already know, the Apex EA is my latest one. It is my flagship EA at the moment. I put up all the live signals to MQL5 and I am now setting it up to my FX book as well with all the set file packages. You can check it out. I am putting it in the description. This EA is something really special. As I said, I worked on it for 1 full year and I am committed to work on it until it is going to be the best trend trader in the market. And I also have a great technical discussion and support group which can really help traders to be profitable with the EA. Of course, I am never promising any results, but I am doing my very best to make it one of the best EAs. So first of all, I implemented many changes to the entry strategy as well as the exit strategy, but the main strategy of the EA remained the same because it was working great to begin with. But I strengthened the trend identification system. I added more dynamic exits, and now I am going to show you the parameters that you can actually adjust. And many of you asked for example, trading stop loss, break even, and I listened to my viewers and customers, so I coded them into the EA. And also from now on, the time filters are based on server time of your broker. Let's start because it is going to be a long video. First of all, we have a new parameter called once per bar parameter. It was a kind of an issue, not a big issue, but that in the last version, when there was a trade, the EA could open the same trade over and over again if the strategy was still fulfilled, and it could lead to situations where, you know, it opens 3 trades in a row and they were great trades, but at the end it opened the trade at the end of the trend and then it was a losing trade. And so in this parameter you can adjust in one candle how many times the entry strategy can run. So if you adjust it to, for example, 4 hours, it means that it can't open multiple trades, like the entry strategy can't run multiple times in the 4-hour period. If you set it to 5 minutes, it means you are going to get many more trades, which is for some traders great. I am setting it to 1 hour because this way I can filter out many of the unnecessary trades, but we still have enough trades. But yeah, you can set it to any basically. Depending on how many trades you want, how safe you want to trade, and this kind of stuff. The next parameter is the max spread parameter. Of course, you can give a pip amount. How much is the maximum pip you want to open trades with. The EA is not really spread sensitive, but I recommend to use spread filter because it can help to reduce risks. And of course, as I said, I implemented break even based on pips. So if you don't know what break even is, because I want to make this video for all customers who want to trade with this EA and adjust these parameters for completely to their own styles, because this is the reason why I implemented these. If the trade is in a certain profit, like for example 100 pips profit or 10 pips profit, anything you want, and the price starts to go against you. So for example, you were in 100 pip profit, but the trade didn't hit the TP or any of the dynamic exits, which is highly unlikely, but still it can happen, especially if you are using like 30, for example, for the break even. It means that if it goes back to 0, the EA is closing the trade. So for example, if it would go back down and hit stop loss, it can't happen because the EA is going to close the trade at 0, so at break even, which is it can be a useful feature, and based on all my testings with tick data for multiple years, it can increase your robustness in the live markets and out of sample testing. The next is the trailing stop loss, which was very like many traders wrote me like, please, we want trailing stop loss. So here is the trailing stop loss, completely adjustable. You can use like 50 for the start. It means that after your trade is going to be in 50 pips, then the trailing stop loss is going to follow your trade. And if you know the price is dropping, like for example down, if you have a long trade and the price is dropping down, then the price is dropping down, then the trailing stop is going to close your trade at a completely positive spot, which is very useful for many traders. In this like originally I am not using the trailing stop because I believe in dynamic exits more, but you can use it, and I know many traders like it, so this is why I implemented it. You can use any number. I added one parameter that is one feature that I never in my life, I never seen it in any EA, and it is a custom feature that I coded, which is a very simple yet very effective feature, and it is work in the following. So you have first of all one parameter which is going to measure your last trade, and if it hits X% or X pips of drawdown, for example 30 pips drawdown, then your take profit is going to be changed to this number. So for example, if you had like 200 pips of take profit, but your trade went against you, you can use any number here, like basically any number, it went against you 30 pips or 100 pips, then your take profit is going to be adjusted to 40 pips in this case, or 100 pips, anything you want, you know, or 50 pips or 10 pips. The reason is, and this feature alone increased profitability, and it didn't decrease risk to reward ratio, which is very interesting. And for me it means that when a trade goes against you, like a little bit bigger than this amount, like 80 pips or just like 60 pips, then we can say that the market is not really in your favor, and you actually save time, and you don't decrease the risk to reward ratio while increasing the win rate, which is what we are after. So your TP, your new TP is going to be 40 pips if a drawdown happened, that you can set how many pips drawdown, and then your trade is going to be closed there. It is a very interesting feature, and so far I really like it. You can check all the live signals, it is working. Of course, if the trade goes in your favor, you can you can profit like 260 pips if it really goes in your favor. But if it's not, you can really save time and pips with this feature. Of course, you already know the stop loss and take profit, but I can explain to you. Of course, the stop loss is in pips, the take profit is a percentage of the stop loss. These things didn't get hit really often. In fact, they get hit really rarely. But it is because the EA has amazing dynamic exit features which can close trades before the stop loss or the take profit based on volatility, based on trend identification. But we still need some fixed TP and SL, even though they don't really get hit often. Here is another new, completely custom feature, which is, for example, here it is going to exit a trade in loss because most features are exiting the trade in profit, like dynamic exit. But it is just as important to close a trade before the stop loss if the trade is really bad, like the trend is over, for example, or you have a spike, a news, for example, or anything. So it is based on the MACD indicator, and you can close, or the EA can close a trade if the MACD detects a big spike, a huge volatility, and it sees that it is not going to be a good trade. So why wait double amount of pips for the stop loss when you already see it's not a good trade? So you just close it after like 70-80 pips, or 20 pips. You can close it as well after 20 pips if you want to. Maybe that is going to increase your risk to reward ratio, for example, which is great. So the next feature, of course, you already know it. So we have the time filters that we always had in the history, in the past, which is, you can, for example, you can set through the Friday, close on Friday filter, and you can set at what hour the EA should close the trade based on this filter. And the EA is going to close the trade at 8 p.m. on Friday. It is just simple little feature that can be really useful. Here are the time filters. These are the trading hours based on your server time, and minutes as well, that you can set at what time your EA should trade. And these are the parameters that you should, or you could adjust as a retail trader. These are all for the price action patterns and complex analysis that the EA is doing. If you are an advanced trader, you can adjust those, but I don't really recommend it because I worked on those a lot with out of sample testing, robustness testing, cross testing, correlation analysis, everything, forward testing as well. These were the parameters. And now I want to tell you that this experience that now I actually uploaded all the different packages of sets to VPS is actually sponsored by a VPS provider that I am using for more than a year, and so far it is working great. It is a VPS provider for forex traders, for traders in general, and I asked them if they could provide a VPS for me for this EA, and they said yes. So, and I have good experiences with them, with their support, with everything, so I can highly recommend them. You can use my coupon code as well. I put them in the description. So many of you asked that I could show, if I could show every tick based on real ticks testing, because you know it is very important, which is true. And in this part I'm going to show you that. Let's start. Let's be fair and use the latest ping delay. Yeah, everything is correct, and we are just starting the test now. As you can see, the test is done, and it was done with real ticks and every tick. So the statistics are showing what I wanted to tell you, and this is, for example, the drawdown was only like 3.5%, while the average profit trade was like, look at this ratio, it was not even 2 to 1, the risk to reward ratio, while the win rate was more than 80%. Now, if you know anything about statistics, you know that it is such a great result, and it means that the EA is actually filtering out the bad trades. And the largest profit trade was around 2 times bigger than the largest losing trade, which is also great with an 85% win rate. If you want to check out all the tests, everything, just head to my website. You can download all the testings and all the set files. You can try it out on MQL5 and test it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Ciao.